I refuse. What's going on?
Your journey of revolution was just a passing dream. Let me take you back to reality.
I refuse. What about my friends?
What will happen to my friends?
You don't have to worry. As long as you can accept that this place is real, everyone will
I
be
don't
safe.
believe that.
That world is past any point of redemption. Change is impossible. The royal magic was supposed to be the turning point, but it was all for nothing. In the end, people don't want their world to change. They just want someone to be a sponge for their infinite anxieties. That's all. You can't blame Luis for wanting to end that cycle.
I
How
don't
could
blame
anyone
him for
accept
wanting to
that they
end it. I
lived in
blame
a
him for the
world
way he
that
wants to end
miserable?
it. I don't want to give up.
Even so, I don't want to give up on it.
Come on, snap out of it!
Yeah. I got it. Yeah, I'm not dumb.
My.
I played enough
Such
video games.
disbelief on your face. But once you stop to consider it, the ideas fall apart. Come now. Magic? Some otherworldly force capable
You
of
were
anything
just
with
floating
anxiety
in
as
the
its
air
fuel?
like a minute
A
ago.
fanciful idea to sustain a fantasy world. Illusion. All of it. Those
Oh, this here's the
curiosities
illusion,
in
buddy.
academia, they were there because of the place's connection to true reality. And not even they could endure.
Was that really an illusion? Even magic?
You still don't believe me. Why is that?
If unfinished business, this. Oh, I have unfinished business there. Yeah.
still
I
have
don't care if this
unfinished
place is real or
business.
not.
But
That's out of
why?
the question.
What unfinished
My
business
friends!
remains in an
Their
unwinnable
future!
battle? If I hadn't saved you, you would have died there. You don't
Well, then
have
so
to
be
chase
it.
your fears and anxieties based on some misguided concept of justice.
It's all about
all
justice.
illusory, and there is no shame in accepting that. Reality is a monolith. Reality is unchangeable. So stay here in Utopia, in the place you loved reading about so much.
This isn't a utopia.
This
Definitely
place,
isn't.
it isn't a utopia.
Also, the guy still has his horns. True. I was not thinking that, but yeah. Does the novel truly depict the ideal? No, it doesn't.
You deny it? Will you deny that the world of the novel is utopia?
I understand now. It's hard to say it, but this place is an ideal world after all.
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right? Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier, right?
The melody I've come to know echoes around me, arousing my spirit once more. Magic hasn't been
The
lost.
journey, my friends, they were as real as anything I've known.
Why won't you understand? Please, I don't want you to die. I can't lose anything else. Truly,
I won't die. I guess it's still that this is somehow the king.
I understand now. I remember. I had indeed lost everything.
Like a younger
Despite
version
my
of him.
lofty ideals, I lost everything. Academia,
there,
the woman
there.
I loved, even my only child.
I called this like, oh no,
Reality isn't just cruel.
streams ago.
It's cruel beyond any hope of change. That's why I had wished for someone to strike me down and end my misery.
Who are you? Tell it, say
Who are
it.
you?
Me. If I were to call myself by a name you know, my name is Ethludius V. I once reigned as king. Or, I'm half of one, to be accurate. I was born of the very magic that split the prince in twain and gave rise to you and this place.
Not real
No.
now.
It is not real. We are inside the book you hold. It served as your key to visiting me. This was the form of my youth, when first I entered the ancient sanctum. Perhaps it would be best to call me A discarded shadow of idealism. I once took such joy and passion from my ideals. I truly believed that I might end the strife and discrimination that plagued our people across 9 endless years. But the tremendous incomprehension and injustice that defines our world, it was more than I could bear. It broke me. And Luis is likely going through the same thing. I want to save you from that despair. I understand now that I would do this as your father. I could not bear to lose my child a second time. If you stay here, at least you'll be saved.
Yeah, but it's only me and nobody
Do
else.
you truly still want to leave
Yes.
this place? And risk your life to face a reality you can't change?
I'm sure I can't change it. The battle is not over.
The battle's not over yet.
You are on the cusp of dying in
That's
Luis's
the guy.
hands. Is that not proof enough that we lack the power to change reality?
No, it's
I
not.
can't let you throw your life away against that man. I must stop you. Even if you come to hate me for it. Fantasy is a curse, sweet in seeming. And if I must save you from it, I will teach you what reality is.
Am I fighting you now? What? Buddy! That's
I suppose our promise to travel the world someday is destined to be only another unfulfilled dream. Archetypes embody the power of heroes who sought to change the world. And even having
I think the
mastered
daddy
such
issues.
power
Yeah, it
against
seems
Luis,
like.
you could accomplish nothing.
Huh.
I wrote all my ideas into my novel, but my love's death showed me how empty it all was. You cannot sacrifice your one life for an empty dream.
I won't betray my
I don't
ideals.
want to turn my back on my ideals.
Why can't you see that those ideals will only invite ruin? If no one else, you must live. That world is beyond your help. Beyond any utopia. You must face reality, my son.
Oh god, what am I doing with you, buddy? Okay, at least you're like not... You don't seem to be super strong.
So you would vainly struggle onward in the real world.
Yeah.
The novel I wrote for you seems to have kindled only ideals of naivete in you. Then even my folly has come to haunt you. My mistakes poison your life. As your father, you leave me no choice. I will put an end to this madness.
And you beat me
This
by
is
doing
for
that?
your
What the
sake.
fuck do you mean?
I will show you the truth.
Why some resisting shit? I don't have anything to get his resistance down. That's the problem.
What?
Okay, I'm... Ooh, I got a
It was
critical.
in this story, in this book, where you found your ideals. Haven't you always
I
dreamt
did,
of
but I don't want
utopia?
to live in like a
Why
fake
do you resist
reality.
it now? Why refuse me?
I will.
Like if my friends would be here, that's a different story, but they're not.
Why? You were my first reader. You of all people have to understand. I have no choice.
Ah, blocked that one entirely.
By this power.
Daddy dearest, that's it.
This is it.
This is it.
So this is what it means to truly strive toward an ideal. What irony. After I spoke of fulfilling my dream alongside you.
Ay, ay, ay.
What power to see the archetypes brought to such heights in so little time. If you go back now, your ambitions will avail you nothing. You'll only die a dog's death. What is it that drives you so?
You gave up, I won't.
You gave up on your hopes. But I will not.
What? You think I chose to give up? Are you this determined to cling to your beliefs? Is that truly what separates us and keeps me confined here? Such power. Can it be? No matter how dire your fate, you never gave up. You surmounted every barrier, gathered and united soul after soul, and now, at last, across 3 nations, 8 tribes, and humankind. To unite heroes across such abyssal divides would require surpassing power. The king of all archetypes. Is that the role you would seize? A true king in body and soul.
Do you hear me? Your Highness!
Oi! Wake up!
Look, my friends are alive!
How? Their voices reach you? Even here?
Yes, they do.
It would seem your future is not yours alone to decide.
Those are my friends.
My friends are waiting for me.
The
My
support
friends are
and
my
ardor
power.
of your allies. Yes. The very power that reveals paths beyond your own perspective. I see. That is whence you draw your power. Neglect anxiety, and magic will lead to ruin. Even before the War of Destruction, the downfall was foretold. Yet still, they met their prophesied end. Perhaps archetypes are the will of humankind of old, left to us. A plea that we learn from their failures, that we might rebuild the future writ from them.
I do want to try.
I have to try. I want to know how far I can go.
Fascinating. Even as you face down the gravest oppression of reality, still you persist. Still you seek the world's unknowns as precious possibility. I see. Well, if you can believe there is more to the story than the end I see, then it is yours to tell. Once you return to reality, this place will surely fade as the dream it is. I, myself, will not be spared. Unlike you, my other half is long gone. And any reunion, lost. But if I truly am the idealized soul and hope of your father, then before I fade, I entrust you with the power of my life. Not as the author Moore, but as your father, the king.
But before me fades away. Bye-bye, Moore. I'm back in academia. I wrote my ideal as fantasy novel because I believe that there is power in fantasy. So all my stories ultimately did was trail in the glories of the past. Perhaps yours will show us the true power of fantasy. So carry on as you would. Make your final preparations. My time as Moore may be coming to an end, but I can continue to serve you in that role. It may very well be my last time here. Should ensure I'll leave with no regrets.
Listen here.
Finally understand it all now. This is unmistakably the formula for the royal magic invoked by the king. No wonder it was found in this room, for I myself am the former king who wrote it, at least in part. The royal magic brought many wonders to fruition, but the essence of my spell stems from one simple wish, the desire for guidance. One who would bring about the emergence of a hero, a seeker who would play an indispensable role in making this country rediscover the virtue it had lost.
However,
That in my wildest fantasy could have imagined that you, whom I bought long dead, would become that hero. With the power of guidance, a hero emerges, and the seeker archetype I awaken to was. After I committed the formula, I used the royal scepter to invoke the magic that would put things into motion upon my death. Once it began, those words coursed through my mind. I know not what spurred me to do so, but I wrote them all down with frantic urgency, That's why the language of a faraway land is called throughout the scroll. Even now, I don't know the full significance of them. However, I can only imagine they were an essential part in reaching the true seeker I sought. In any case, that very hero appears before me now. The clocks that have been set in motion can no longer be stopped, O great hero. I entrust the future of this kingdom to you.
Now that you say it,
For the seeker research, allow me to close the book on it. It's already well beyond the scope of anything I could have imagined.
please do make yourselves comfortable.
Do I have anything else I can summon here? No. I could probably go and get myself some masks. The hell is the Mercy mask? Wait, I'm curious about that one. I want... I'm gonna keep everything the way it is. Goodbye, Moore. Goodbye, Dad.
All right.
If you leave here, you'll never be able to return. You're certain you've done all you need. Wait, can I save? I can save. Wait, chat, let me save, let me save. One last time.
All right.
Let's leave. Yeah, I'm ready. When you leave the door, a predicament awaits you. If that's even a strong enough word, Lewis transformed into a demon, and at his side, death itself. But you have already overturned your fate the Masters once. If you do emerge victorious and become king, you will truly have proved your ideals correct. That fantasy is not just an empty dream, but one with the power to change the world. It seems as though my novel has outlived its usefulness. Feel free to leave the old book here. From now on, you'll be the one writing the story, your own true tale of fantasy.
The kingdom rests in your hands now. If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality. Now, onward, O King of a new dawn!
Let's go. Let's kick Lewis's butt.
Everyone! He's awake!
Is he all right?
Hello, everyone. Well, in my chest apparently is
Considering
gone.
it was
Nice.
we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Neurus. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
Well, don't leave out highs, mate. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
Never again.
They grew a new heart, apparently.
We're in good shape. Our wounds have already healed. It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked.
True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse.
What?
Look, there his 12 naked ass. Oh, don't act all high and mighty, buddy, up there. I'm ready to kick your ass. Like, also decided to, like, change her clothing.
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart, right? Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did.
After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless. If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush that hope. Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down, you're afraid to admit to yourself, you're the one who's hopeless now.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder Tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies? I will
For a
never
second, I'd hope.
let injustice be repeated.
Because we already beat his ass like 3 times. Oh, is he getting consumed by the Muggler too? Oh no. Oh, what the hell, buddy?
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Let's go then! This is our final battle!
Again, the world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew. You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
I refuse to die.
We will win this.
So I also quickly have to go. I'm so sorry, chat. We'll be right back. My cat's doing some bullshit. I think they also threw up. I will be right back. Sorry, I will also just feed them. Be right back.